Very good morning to you all. How are you all? Hope all of you are good and safe at home. In the last part of the video, we had discussed about your adaptation. Okay, today we will going to learn about your terrestrial animals. Okay, you know what do you mean by terrestrial plants? We had discussed it in the last chapter about terrestrial plants and aquatic plants. So what do you mean by term terrestrial? Yes, you are right. Terrestrial mean land. Okay, so what are the terrestrial animals? Yeah, right, animals that live on land. Okay, can you give me some examples or the name of some animals which live on land? Yes, your tiger, your lion, your camel, your polar bear, your dog, cat, monkey. There are many names, right? The list is long, right? Can you find? Can you find a polar bear and a camel on at same place? Can you find a camel and a polar bear at same place? Means at same habitat. Okay, you can find a camel in a desert, and where can you find a polar bear in a desert? Yeah, yes, you are right. No, you cannot find a polar bear in a desert. Okay, so there are many animals and they live in different habitat. Okay, they live in different temperature and they survive in different habitat, depend on their characteristics, depend upon their special features which help them to adopt that environment. Okay, for example, your polar bear. Okay, how it survive in the polar region means it live at a place where there is snow throughout the year. So how it survive there? It have thick furry skin. Okay, it have thick furry skin that help him to survive in the cold temperature. Okay, and camel have a hump on their back which help them store food for many days, and padded feet to walk smoothly on sand. Okay, that's how a camel survive in a desert. If an animal have to survive, then he have to develop some physical features so that he can so that he can cope up with the environment. Cope up means adjust with the environment, and this is known as your adaptation for environment. Okay, now let's discuss about your some terrestrial animals and their special characteristics. Okay, so let's start. So here, your terrestrial animals are the animals that live on land, right? You know how they breathe? They breathe with the help of their lungs. Okay, and they have strong senses. Okay, means for example, they have a well developed sense of hearing and smell. Okay, which allow them to hunt for food and protect themselves from danger. Okay, like your tiger. Okay, tiger have a well developed sense of hearing and smell. Okay, and it makes easy for it help him to hunt their food and protect themselves from danger. Okay, and you know how they move? Yes, how they move? Yes, they move with the help of legs. Okay, and there are some animals which do not have legs, right? Can you tell me the name of the animal which do not have legs and they crawl along the ground? Yes, you are right. Your snakes, they do not have legs, they crawl along the ground. There are some wild animals like your tiger, elephant and bears which are terrestrial animals. Okay, and your cows, horses, pigs and dogs, okay, which live around us, are known as domestic animals. Okay, and these are also the example of terrestrial animal. Now let us learn how terrestrial animals survive in the places like your desert and the polar region, where your climate is extremely harsh. Okay, let's come to desert first. You know which animals survive in the desert? Yes, your camel. Okay, your camel. So how the camels survive in a desert? You know, desert is the area. Desert are an area where there are extremely that are extremely hot during the day and extremely cold during the night. Okay, and you find little food and water in desert. Yes, you will able to find only little food and water. Okay, you know, most animals which would not be able to survive in such extreme climate conditions. Okay, but your camels are able to adapt themselves to live in the desert. You know how? You know, a camel can live without food and water for many days. How? Do you think how? Yes, it stores fat in its hump. You can see this part. This body part of the camel is known as your hump, and it store fat. Okay, it use this fat to get energy when food is not available. Okay, and your thick skin and scanty hair of the camel also act as a guard against the extreme heat and cold. Okay, your thick skin of the camel has a very thick skin. Okay, which protect them from the extreme heat and cold. Okay, and you know how it can easily walk on the sand with the help of its wide feet. Okay, it has a wide feet which help him to walk on the sand. And you know, there are many birds, snakes and lizards in the desert. However, these animals come out of their homes only during dawn and dusk. Okay, they do not come out during the extremely hot and cold hour. The desert rats sleep throughout the day in a cool cave or burrow and come out only in the cooler hours of the night. Okay, the rats which are found in the desert, they sleep throughout the day. Okay, and when there is night, then they come out in the cooler hour of the night. That's how they survive in the desert. Okay, now come to your I wish and I knew section. Your camel can drink up to 135 liters of water at a time. Okay, you know, your camel can drink up to 135 liters of water at a time. Now let's watch a video.
Terrestrial animals. We see birds that fly, animals that walk, fish that swim, and many other animals around us. But what are terrestrial animals? The animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. Lion, tiger, elephant, and zebra are examples of terrestrial animals. The terrestrial animals breathe with the help of their lungs. They have a well-developed sense of hearing and smell, which allows them to hunt for food and protect themselves from danger. Terrestrial animals move from one place to another with the help of their legs. But there are some animals, such as snakes, that do not have legs. They crawl on the ground. Terrestrial animals survive in places with extreme climatic conditions, such as deserts and polar regions also. A desert is a barren area of land where little water is present, and therefore living conditions are hostile for plant and animal life. Plants and animals living in the desert need special adaptations to survive in the harsh environment. Camels can easily survive in a desert because they can live without food and water for many days. Many birds, snakes, and lizards are also found in a desert. Like a desert, extreme.
So I hope all of you have watched the video. So that is about your animals which survive in a habitat like desert. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.